Liam sat in his small wooden fishing boat, enjoying the calm sea. The gentle waves rocked the boat as he waited for a catch. Seagulls flew overhead, and the sky was partly cloudy. It felt like just another peaceful day. Something felt off. Liam noticed small ripples in the water, different from the usual waves. The seagulls suddenly scattered. He frowned, gripping his fishing rod a little tighter. Without warning, something powerful slammed into the bottom of his boat. The entire vessel shook violently. Liam's heart pounded as he steadied himself. "What was that?" he whispered. The sea became eerily quiet again. A massive great white shark surfaced beside the boat. Liam's breath caught in his throat. The shark's black, soulless eyes stared at him. It was circling, watching him. Fear gripped him, freezing him in place. The shark slammed into the boat again, harder this time. Liam grabbed an oar and swung at the predator, but it didn't flinch. The boat tilted dangerously. He had to act fast, or he wouldn't survive. With one final devastating hit, the boat shattered. Liam was thrown into the air before crashing into the water. Salt burned his eyes as he struggled to surface. His boat was gone. He was alone. Liam gasped for air, kicking furiously. His soaked clothes dragged him down. He turned, scanning the water. Where was the shark? His arms trembled as he struggled to stay afloat. He found a floating wooden plank, grabbing it tightly. His knuckles turned white from the force of his grip. The waves were getting rougher, and dark clouds loomed above. A storm was coming. The sun disappeared, and darkness consumed the ocean. The water was freezing, and Liam's body trembled. The sound of distant thunder rumbled. He was alone in a black, endless abyss. Even in the darkness, he could feel it. The shark was still there, circling, waiting. Every little splash sent shivers down his spine. He couldn't let his guard down. After a long, freezing night, the first light of dawn painted the sky. Liam's lips were cracked, his muscles stiff from exhaustion. But the sunlight brought a flicker of hope. Maybe he would survive. He squinted at the horizon. There, a massive cargo ship in the distance. His heart pounded. He lifted his weak arms, waving frantically. "Help!" His voice cracked, barely a whisper. The ship kept moving, ignoring him. Liam's arms dropped. His last chance at survival was slipping away. His throat burned as he whispered, "No, no." Liam could barely hold onto the wooden plank. His body was weak, his vision blurred. The sun burned his skin. His mind was slipping. He was on the edge of unconsciousness. Dark clouds gathered. The waves grew violent. Thunder rumbled and the wind howled. Liam's heart pounded. A storm was coming. The waves crashed over him, pulling him under. Liam coughed and gasped for air. He clung to the wooden plank, his hands numb. Rain poured and the ocean roared. Through the storm, a distant helicopter appeared. Liam blinked. Was he hallucinating, or was this real? Gathering his last strength, Liam lifted his arms. "Here, please!" His voice was barely there, but he waved frantically. The helicopter turned. They saw him. A rescue team lowered a rope. Liam, too weak to climb, was pulled up by strong hands. As he was lifted into the helicopter, he finally let himself believe he was saved. Wrapped in a blanket, Liam sat in the helicopter, staring at the endless ocean below. He was alive, but he would never forget the terror of the deep.